Everybody say
Now
hello
we
to
will
Cleopatra.
Hello.
And now we will begin episode 21, Revenge of Hags.
Angry cat.
Did you send pictures of your outfit from yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
How'd you know what I wore yesterday?
You Snapchatted me.
I didn't send those pictures to anyone. Not in any permanent way.
Is
Don't
the old
worry, I
crow
follow
around
that
that I can hit
subreddit.
him to stone?
The old crow.
The old crow.
Is he here?
The one that you had spoken with at the Wizard of Wines.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the old crone.
Yeah, no.
Right, which
Those are completely
she
different.
Is on her way, but she is not there yet.
She's on the list.
Yes. So
she's senile and the Alzheimer's kicked in and she got lost.
yeah, so the Mordekov that is the so you're talking about the one that's actually in charge of the winery is not there at present, but when you ask for him from the woman, she's like, Davian is on his way. He will be, or Davian, sorry. That sounded a little bit too much like Damien, might have thrown you off. He will be arriving shortly, especially with the news of what has happened. And a
What's
few minutes
happened?
later, with the destruction of Winter Splinter that was coming to actually intending to destroy the Blue Water Tavern.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
So there is, if you are paying close attention, there is the flutter of wings of some of the crows up in the nest above the inn that makes a disturbance, and then you hear loud boots coming down these stairs, and there is Davian Mardukov.
I hand him the face stone.
What's he smell like?
He looks like he smelled bad.
No. I mean, birds will self clean. It seems like he's been cleaning himself using a bird bath more than human baths. But still, surprisingly well kept for a unkept appearance as a man. But he does love his shiny baubles, and that face stone is one of the most shiny, and the entire key to his family's ability to actually preserve their land and to keep the people of Barovia safe. And so he is absolutely shocked and excited and begins to dance around like an idiot, whooping and hollering, and picks up the gemstone from your hands and continues to whoop and holler, and the rest of the Mardukov family also begins to join in, and the cacophony starts to sound like a group of birds, and then suddenly he remembers that he did not actually say thank you, and turns back to you all and says, thank you. If there is anything that I can do and provide for you, let me know, and I will make it happen.
It's keeping these people from losing their shit because now they're going to have some wine again.
And you hear all of the patrons in the inn that all raise their glasses and also begin to poop and holler, because it's a hard life in Barovia, and the only way to endure it is drunk.
Right. What's Davian, what are the local politics of this village looking like now and in the present future?
That would best be answered by my sister and the barmaid matron that has been taking care of you, whose name at the moment eludes me. So, but she's just been the barmaid. She speaks up and says, "It has been."
Elsa?
It's not else. I don't believe so.
Elsa?
Yes, of course it's Elsa. Why not?
Do you want to run a tavern?
Maybe go out in the snow.
What if we run out of the booze?
Then we'll have to go and kill a hag.
Guys, we could make it out of Barovia with that. You know what I'm saying?
We will have to go and kill a hag. It will not be so bad, unless, of course, we lose.
So both Erwin and his wife, who is not, and Mrs. Martikov, both tell you that the priest has been very busy and has taken over responsibilities of the city, doing what he has done always before, which is providing resources and providing comfort, and that is the only thing that has really been of any significance in the town. It's not like there is a market to manage, and there's definitely not any festivals to plan. So he's actually been doing the real work of taking care of these people. But still, people are afraid, and there have been many that have died, and so the majority of what Grace has been doing is having celebrations of life, and honoring of the dead, and that has taken up a considerable amount of time, and then organizing some of the reconstruction of some of the areas that have been damaged.
That's good. I mean, besides the dying and the fear and everything, that's good.
If they burn the bodies, it would probably reduce the zombie problem. Although, it would also probably deprive Corbus of more bodies if he dies again.
I tell you what, I don't think we plan to be in Valakia for more than a night.
Yeah, well, I ended up digging myself out of a hole in Barovia.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, well, I died and someone didn't resurrect me like they did their, like Bruce. I don't know. So, man.
I still don't know how that happened.
It seems like this no longer pertains to us, so we will leave you to your drinks. And Martikovs walk away.
Yeah, cool. Did we give them the face stone?
Yeah, I handed it to him.
Yeah, okay.
I could have used it as a +3 druidic focus, but I figured it was probably better that these people have their boost, because having to go through withdrawal from alcohol and when your life's shit like that, yeah, it probably would suck.
Yeah.
There'd probably be more riots.
Plus, there's the whole, richest man in hell syndrome. Like, oh, I have +3 to all my druid spells, even though the world ended.
Hey, I'd probably be back again. Somebody else's body going, damn it.
Yeah. Okay, well, gosh, we beat Winter Splinter. Now I think the next thing on my selfish personal to-do list is to go check out the Amber Temple.
I'm down with that plan.
I want to see where Hiron last did work. I want to see what's so special about this place, as not all signs, but sign after sign after sign point towards this temple housing some critical secret. So let's fucking do it.
When we were still at the tower,
who wants this ring of warming? I really don't need it.
Yeah, that sounds great. I want that.
Yeah, you can have it.
Wasn't the temple where the invisible guy at the tower was headed? Or at least in that direction?
Yeah. Yeah. And the weird dusk elf guy who teleported away and turned invisible. Misty stepped and turned invisible. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to delete the ring of warming from my sheet because I don't need it because lycanthropy. I can bust out a fur coat at a moment's notice. So the ring of warming will go to what, Bruce?
Bruce, yeah. She said that one. And actually, Bruce, it is quite stylish having the same color of gem as the bracelet that you got from your parents.
Wait, well, it's a gem.
It has the same color as the gem. It's not a gem. I mean,
I thought it was a worm.
I'm sorry, what?
The ring of warming?
Worming. The ring of worming.
Okay, he keeps saying the ring of worming, and you guys are acting like I'm crazy?
I mean, given
It's
lycanthropy,
the ring of warming?
I mean, really, it's just a worm.
It would be the ring of deworming if it were. It should be the ring of deworming.
Or it's what?
You guys.
Or it's what?
Oh, I'm gonna poop my pants, guys. You guys are mean to me.
But you
give me the ring.
If it's an earthworm joke about biting its own tail, should I say Ouroboros or should I say Burrow-Boros?
Burrow-Oros.
Burrow-Boros. Oh. What if I name him Joe and he's a worm? Can he be Joe Burrow-Burrows?
I don't get it. But
Joseph Burrow is the professional quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals National Football League team.
Also now the most expensive
Bengals win big football trophy.
Okay, Bruce has a new ring.
No, they don't. They scored 3 points yesterday.
So
I'm a Titans fan. I'm not pointing any fingers.
Rictavio described that you had saved from
Growl.
Something like path. Yes, obviously. He does seem a little bit upset that the stone was given away. He's making notes in his book. Says,
why so bitter?
It seems like such a treasure to give away, but I do understand and without even having a chance to study it, but I am actually concerned looking over this map. Obviously, the route that we took last time is not going to be advisable, at least down the river, or we can take the road. It's just a question of that horrible lady and making sure to avoid her at all costs. By what road will we be returning to that god-awful place of cold?
Jesus Christ. I'll be right back.
What?
Do you think it was actually Jesus Christ or somebody else?
I mean, I got called Angry Jesus at work a couple times.
So you have the map there in front of you, and just lost roll 20 there for a moment. What would be the path that you would be looking to take to get to the Emperor Temple?
To get to the temple?
Yeah.
So we're going from.
I'm not laughing at what you're laughing at. Okay. Okay. So we're going to the Amber Temples, right?
Which is
Up
down
in Mount.
in the lake, right?
Yeah, it's Mount Gakis. Gakis. So we want to go to we want to start heading east.
Gakis.
What lake or river was where we passed?
So that was the
Bubble
so you had moved along the Luna River, which was the most direct route.
Yeah. So let's pass this bridge. Let's go over this bridge. Oh, let's follow this trail thing. This road. There's a road.
So you're just going to go along the same road that you had traversed before.
So the Zolenka Pass is the road that we took last time, right?
Well, the return route you had taken along the river, which is what had taken you right past Old Berez.
Right.
So you're saying that you're acting like we shouldn't take that path again.
Well, that's probably where Bubba Saga is coming from, because, well, one, we broke her skull, and two, we killed a hag, so she's kind of cranky, and the tree, so she's a little pissed off at us.
That's all right.
Well,
there's two types of people in this world, Corvus. There's hags and hags nots.
Okay, so guys, you're asking the stupid person to figure out where we should go. I need help with this. We should face her head on, I think. Yeah, let's just go down this way.
If she doesn't have the house or the skull, I'm inclined to agree. But the house can chuck a mean rock. I know, because I got hit with one.
All right, so what is the what's the concern about taking the Zolenka Pass? We have to go through that whole rock in a hard place encounter again.
It's just that we'd have to pass Baba Saga.
Yes,
she's taking
we pass Baba Saga if we take the reversed route and we take the Luna River south through Old Berez. That's how we would run into Baba Saga.
Oh, then let's not do that.
Because we did this. We went from Vallaki, we went counterclockwise. We went left to the crossroads, then we went south through the Zvalich Woods, through Zolenka Pass. Then we hit 6 o'clock, and we crossed the bridge, and we were in Mount Gakis. And then we had to turn around. We went north to Old Berez, fought the hag, went north even more, fought Winter Splinter, and now we're back in Vallaki, having done basically a counterclockwise circle from 12 to 12. So now if we go back along the Zolenka Pass like we did last time, we have to go through that whole mountain pass with the red fire and the tower and that giant rock bird. But then if we go through the river, we might encounter old boner mama
in the house with chicken legs.
Yeah.
Within Rome.
Colonel Sandra. What do we want to do?
The one that is the counterclockwise. Or
same way
the second one.
Or reverse last time.
Well, which is the one that is new?
Yeah, going back down the river.
Yeah, let's just do that. Why don't we just do that?
Yeah. We're gonna go
Guys.
We're gonna go back down the river.
Which way does the river flow?
The river flows the river
east.
Actually flows toward the north. It goes directly toward.
So we'd be going against the current if we take the actual river.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's still a very
I tell you this, I bet you Mount Gakis empties into Lake Zarevich. So I bet you it flows north.
Yep. So taking the taking the path around and staying on the road, you'll be able to move fairly quickly. There also are Velaki caravans that would be that would be willing to help to escort you as well, and they're not looking to charge anything. Some of them are headed toward Kresk, and some of them are going to be headed past the Wizard of Wines and the area of Yesker Hill. So they're not going to be traversing at all up the Salinka Pass, but they will be going down to that point. So you are actually unlikely to have any random encounters while traveling with them if you choose to. However, there is still the problem of an encounter with a hag that does have the ability to scry and do things like possibly locate object or locate person. And so what I'm going to have you do is simply to roll a stealth check at disadvantage. And if anybody has a critical fail, that will result in an encounter with Babala Saga, who is looking for you.
Do that now?
Yep.
How did I get worse than Liv?
There it is.
We'll keep going just to see if she has any accompaniment.
That sucks, man.
So all we were concerned about was a critical fail, right? It wasn't like an actual
stealth roll.
Like,
that's crazy, Tom. Tom,
say one.
Because it has heavy armor on.
Why are you laughing at the rest of your party?
Sorry, guys.
All right, so even so, as you are moving along, you are traveling with the group of Vistani and are having a fine time learning songs, and these songs are said to keep away the wolves and the other creatures that will often attack caravans, and it lets individuals know that you are traveling amongst friends while singing these songs. But as you get to the bend in the road there to the south and start to make your way up the mountain and start to move closer to the overpass of Luna Lake, you hear a sound that sounds like trees crashing and breaking, and the howl of the wind is reminiscent of some type of creature. But there is. Go ahead and make a perception check if that is something that you are proficient in.
That's okay. We're getting all the ones out of the way now. Get the low rolls out now, right. And then when we're facing Babala Saga, that's when we're rolling the crit 20.
Tom being one of the few that rolled. Tom, you do spot along the side of the mountain a creature that looks like a large daddy longleg that is kind of creeping along the side of the mountain. And as you realize the difference in distance and perspective, you realize that there is the creeping hut that is moving along and is possibly going to intercept you unless you are able to hurry quickly. So if there's anything that the party could do in order to help assist its movement, they can go ahead and attempt to do so at this time.
What's the creeping hut?
Or you could decide. So you do get visibility on the creeping hut that is instead of going along the path is literally just climbing up the side of the mountain by the most expeditious route, seemingly knowing that you are headed toward the Amber Temple and is looking to cut you off there at the bridge and the tower that you had previously encountered the rock at.
It's going to intercept us there. Why don't we slow down and let it deal with the rock? Maybe the rock will show up and weaken it. Eh?
That sounds like a good idea.
I turn into a wolf.
A wolf?
Okay. We have
God, please tell me you're not someone that can't say the L.
So we have someone that's turned into a.
Of course, I can say the L in wolf.
In order to is that to increase your movement speed?
Yeah.
And also, it. I mean, they're going to be looking for adventurers. They're not going to be looking for wolves.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to like a matter of feet, if I dropped Aura of Electricity in the chat, which increases everybody's movement speed by 10.
Okay. And that includes everybody in the party that's able to increase their movement like that? All right. So
everybody within 5 feet of them.
So this is a treacherous path. It's difficult terrain moving through, but with that aura and with the ability to move quickly, I will say that with a DC of 15, with disadvantage, if the entire if we are able to have a majority of the party that is able to make that you are able to arrive at that location prior to the creeping hut. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, or excuse me, either an athletics or an acrobatics check for moving along this path, and then, but it's at disadvantage again, and 15 or higher.
Why you hate us?
So not a saving throw, ability check.
Just an ability check of athletics or acrobatics.
I catch Corbis.
Yeah, but he said it was at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I would have been fucked anyway.
That's why you asked if I hated you.
I don't catch Corbis.
All right,
3.0 coming up.
It's like watching Daffy Duck and Wile E. Coyote try to walk up the side of a cliff to drop an anvil on the Roadrunner. Jesus.
Yeah. All right, so while moving quickly, you are able to get to the pass, and rather than just being surprised by wherever a ambush is able to be laid in, you are instead able to watch as you get closer. And we're going to go ahead and take off the
take it off.
Currently. All right, but we do have the
Don't do that.
the horse present, and we do have Bruce here. Let's go ahead and get the rest of you. You are on the other side of the tower here, but are able to see that just beyond the tower there is a collection of a couple of trees. And that is where the creeping hut is currently attempting to blend in and can do so quite naturally. So
is the green flame still up?
The green flame is currently up right now. So if we go ahead and can you see that right now?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, so that is where the creeping hut is currently at, and you are just on the other side of the
portcullis.
How is Courage already in there, bro?
How is he already inside the tower?
Yeah.
He ran ahead and blinked through the fire and ran up into the tower so that way he could get a vantage point that would allow you to be able to see the creeping hut and its location. All right. You have a few moments to come up with a strategy. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and initiate the turn order.
Well, we don't know how to turn off the green flame wall.
So
can we cast through it?
Mr. Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Is it safe to say that it is dim light outside?
It is safe to say that it is dim light outside.
All right, so I can give myself steps of night. I can give myself flight for a minute.
Okay.
Do I see some gargoyles up on the gate that look familiar?
No, the gargoyles that you had encountered before are still have a covering of snow across their bodies as you had dispatched both of them.
All right. So I can carry 100 and I can carry like 300 pounds. I don't know what I'm going to get. When is it going to say I'm encumbered, man? It's never going to say I'm encumbered. That's crazy. Anyways, I can hold somebody's hand and fly them over the gate.
You just got to move back and forth doing that?
Yeah, I can just, act like a little cherub and grab Bruce by the underarms and fly them over the gate and land them on the other side and then turn around and grab Freya, fly them over this other side as well.
And
how long does it take to fly those two individuals over the gate?
A matter of maybe 4 turns, 6 seconds each trip, because you don't even have to fly over the top. You're able to fly out to the overhang and
nice
and swoop around, and without there being any of the gargoyles that to be activated by somebody trying to circumvent the gate. Cool. It's a fairly easy task.
Well, as long as you'll let me pick up. Do we have Rictavio and
Rictavio is with you as well.
Yeah.
Maybe leave them on this side of the flame wall.
What about Lady?
Esmeralda is with you as well.
Okay. Esmeralda, do you object?
Like being carried by you.
Yeah,
I've always liked a nice boy in wolf's clothing, so you can go ahead and carry me anywhere, darling.
That makes two of us. I'll pick her up and I'll carry her over, and then I'll go back over to the other side and I'll just grab Rictavio by the back of his scruffy collar and pick him up and drop him on the other side.
I actually do object.
Nice.
And his objection is stifled by, I'm guessing, the very soft landing that you provide him with on the other side.
Yeah, that's generous. So then that just leaves Corbus and Alexander and the horse on the other side. And this has taken me, what you said, it's 6 seconds, 12 seconds. If it's 12 seconds per round trip, then I have taken 4 people and I can take one more person before my flight is up. So who is gonna grit and bear the green flame? And
get Alexander. I got this.
To consume another. Okay, cool. I'll grab Alexander. Dow acts like this wasn't just as planned, as Dow wraps his arms around Alexander and giggles as he lifts him up into the air, brings him over the other side of the green flame. My flight runs out, and I say, "Sorry, Corbus, I can only do this 4 times a day, and I might need to hold on to the other 3."
I got it. I just gotta find the right thing.
I say, full of shit. Nice. Oh, I remember. That's how you got around it to begin with.
Uh-huh.
See, I knew you could do it. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew you could do it.
All right. So you are all on the other side, and now the sight of the creeping hut becomes more pronounced. Go ahead and make a perception check to see if the lady of the house is present and watching.
All right. I will allow you to tax the party. I will cast see invisibility on myself.
Right.
Do we have disadvantage still or advantage?
You will have with your see invisibility, you will definitely have advantage, and also the assistance of the party.
Cool. Fake titty.
Fake titty. So you actually see that Baba Lysaga steps out onto the small porch-like area of her hut, and is surveying the area, and looks down and speaks to someone, and that person runs off in the direction of the to the north along the path. The only person, though, that is able to see this person running is you, Dow.
Okay.
And by the looks, it is either a child or a young woman. It's someone of small stature and of seeming quickness and stealth, not to include the invisibility that has been cast on her.
Right. Well, lucky for them, there's no way.
Refuel for Freya's resurrection ability. Got it.
What?
This is possibly a child.
You're not.
Gross.
Freya is the only one that can decide to fuel her resurrection. She can't have somebody else killing them.
Disgusting.
Just pointing it out.
Yeah, they're gonna get away. there's no way that any of us are going to attempt to stop them from running and thereby split the party in any fashion. So
split the party. Let's do it.
That person gets away. Down mutters under their breath about the Hags sending off some messenger along the north bridge, and then begins to spin the warhammer in their hand, slowly but with steady momentum, and begins to growl. And let's say, let's finish this once and for all.
Rictavio says, do you need anyone to be in the tower, say using the protection of the tower to be able to provide overwatch to let you know if I see anything of danger while you are attempting this daring escapade?
So by anyone, you mean you?
I think that is one good possibility. Does anyone agree with Corbus that I should be the one that goes into the tower and stays there and observes from a safe distance to let anyone know? And I could also provide aid to that individual that may go down. I do have some skills that would be useful, but nothing in line of combat. Mostly just support and the ability to confuse the battlefield if necessary. I have some illusion magic that may prove
enough.
Is there anyone else I can talk to?
Nope, you're talking to him.
Stay safe inside the tower.
Ah, excellent.
I'll hand him. It says on my character sheet I have common clothes, so I'll hand Rictavio an extra pair of pants.
I am actually warm enough. I do have some. Oh, I see.
You're.
Yeah.
I just smile. I just smile. Big old canine smile.
As an old friend of mine used to say, I guess you should have worn the brown pants.
That's right. That's right. I turn to Rictavio and I say, watch as I end this bitch's story forever. Let's do it. Let's kill this. Let's kill Mama Lasaga. Let's do it. We can do it. We're fully rested.
Baby lasagna.
Baby lasagna.
You didn't steal my
Baby lasagna.
Wow.
All right. Any actions that you want to take prior to stepping into a direction that is going to have a line of sight?
Description.
I mean,
I want to hide.
Description real
quick.
It goes against everything on my core to cast the spells before combat begins. So,
got it. All right, we will go ahead and put up that beautiful turn order, and go ahead and start to roll for initiative.
Wait, are we rolling for initiative?
Yep.
Hey, I give vigilant blessing to Alexander, and you get advantage on initiative.
It's so nice not having to click the token anymore.
I will never not click the token.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to click the token?
No, it's a new update that you.
It'll abandon you when you need it the most. It has already proven itself to be fickle to me.
Wait, I want to cast Bardic Inspiration before we do anything, guys.
Bardic Inspiration is not a spell. You don't cast it. You just use it.
Oh, whatever.
I want to be hidden.
I would like to use my Bardic Inspiration for my NPCs, so that way they can not both roll ones.
Nope, they get that one.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration on Freya. No.
The Creeping Hut rolled a 2 or a 3 with a -2, and Baba Lasaga hit the fucking big one and just rolled a 1 with a +0. So, everyone gets essentially a surprise round against the against Baba Lasaga. So we will go ahead and kick things off with the Bruise Man. who is going to light this candle.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's the hut, right? We're fired at the hut.
Lady in the hut.
Fire at that hut.
Okay. Okay, guys. Olivia practices this beforehand, but I didn't read the spell in full yet.
Pizza the Hut. That's all right. Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
PTITC.
Wait, but listen.
Okay.
Just click the dialogue
Okay.
bubble.
I just googled.
I'm gonna try this.
But wait, listen. Lyrics.
But wait.
And I got Can't Help But Wait, Lil Wayne remix by Trey Songz.
Good song. Okay.
All right, and who are you casting this on?
The hut.
The hut.
The hut.
That's a really smart move.
Hypnagogia.
The hut itself is very smart.
Well,
are you calling me stupid right now?
No.
What'd you say?
The range is 90 feet, so you're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to move closer. I just checked.
Which
Hell no.
Which effect do you want to use?
I was gonna use the translate state, the false awakening.
False awakening.
Yeah, but I guess not. Okay, well then,
I would, if the dungeon master isn't ill inclined towards it, I would note the last sentence of the first paragraph of the spell says that a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected by this spell.
Right? What?
And a neat little rule of thumb that D&D has is that 4 is the intelligence required to have or exhibit or speak language. So if something has an intelligence of 3 or less, it usually is immune to these I convince you against your will spells because they can't properly, facilitate language. I don't think we've ever heard the hut talk.
We've only seen it once, and it was just thrown
If
off.
it did, I bet it sounded like Oto Nakamita Wookie.
True.
Well, that escalated.
Solo.
And I will say as a rule of thumb for me is that as you would start to cast the spell, you would know whether or not it's going to be able to if it can find purchase, and you use the action, but you do not use the spell slot.
Okay. I only took in a little bit of that.
Okay, but you have decided to instead try to shoot it with your bow?
No, I'm going to shoot Babala Saga.
You're going to attempt to shoot Babala Saga?
That's correct.
All right, so with an 8, you miss. But now Babala Saga is aware of everyone's presence. And
whatever. Have fun, guys.
Hiding.
Dow, your turn.
All right.
Dow, I'm gonna put Bardic Inspiration on Dow.
Nice. Bardic Inspiration on Dow.
Right. I'm gonna say, "Ooh, good luck, buddy. You got this."
Yeah.
So inspiring.
Right. So Dow, you are inspired, and it is your turn. Go ahead and kick this party off, right?
All right, yeah. So first of all, we become a wolf. Right. And then as we are a wolf, we dash. And we run 80 feet in one turn towards baby lasagna. So if this is that What is each square? Is each square? Are we doubling them? Because this says it's 80. Is that the scale you want to use?
Let's go. What scale is it at right now? Like where?
I think it's fine. Okay. I think it's fine.
Yep, because it's 5 per right now.
It should be 10 per right now. Each square should actually be 4 little squares.
Yep. Yeah,
that's the 4 square. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. So yeah, I can go 80. Well, bam! I was somewhere around here. All right. Cool. And I'm in wolf form because I know it's the fastest, and I have run full speed towards this lady, and I am super mad at blogspot.com. I'm hella fangry, just teeth out. She's gonna get it for all the torture her and her kind have put me through, and for imitating the moonlit mystery. How dare she? This bitch. The audacity of this bitch. So yeah, we're just running full speed, fully cognizant of the fact that my allies probably can't keep up with me.
Sounds good. Any bonus actions that you're going to take?
My boner action was to transform into a wolf.
Oh, okay. It's all right. All right. So that boner action has been completed. Corbus, it is your turn. You are up.
Let's see.
You guys know Dodrio, the 3-headed Pokemon? That's me right now.
Shit. I think that's 30.
Bro, you're so slow.
Yeah, well, I'm not rushing to get in range. I'm a little more squishy than you.
Rick Tavio. Look at him taking actions.
Let's check range. Oop, that's even less. I think
I officiated a wedding a couple of weeks ago, and while I was talking to the bride and groom to be up in front of everybody, all mic'd up and stuff, I told them to take the initiative to help one another.
I also don't have to be nearly as close.
All right, so you're going to move up to there, and then
any
actions that you're taking?
Yep, I was checking ranges on spells. No, I just got to get back to the front page. And
all right, tidal wave. A dexterity saving throw, and this is on the hut.
Well, how high up is Bubba on
it? So with the hut is
if she's still on the porch and it's not more than 10 feet high, she's clipped too.
So the hut itself is.
I'm so glad I'm not the dungeon master right now, just FYI.
The hut itself is 15 by 15. There is not a description of how high the hut is off the ground or how high it can get off the ground. But I would say that it is likely that because she's trying to have it blend in with the terrain, that she would not have it up on its legs, except for initiative has been rolled, so it could be up on its legs. So I would say even, it's on its legs, and you're able to it's able to affect Baba Saga, and odd, it is not. So even, she's going to be caught up in it as well. All right, let's go ahead and have first the deck save from the hut. It succeeds.
Takes
And
half.
Baba Saga, a crit fail. And so
17 points of damage and knocked prone.
17 points of damage and knocked her ass prone.
And then the hut took half, so 8.
It was not knocked prone because that would have been disastrous.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping for.
All right.
I got next 2 more of those. So
you're gonna do right now, or
no? I mean, if you want me to cast 2 more tidal waves, I am all for it. But no.
All right, Rictavio.
No.
Rictavio is what?
I was next, but it booted me.
Ooh, it did boot you. Freya, you were up before, it looks like, Corbus, so go
no,
ahead.
We had the same number.
Yeah, but you have a higher dexterity, so go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, cool. Wait, I forget how far we can move without it being an action. Is it 30 feet?
30 feet.
And then you can dash for double, but then you're done.
But you have...
Well, you're a rogue, so you could theoretically use...
dash instead of hiding.
She still gets she gets an additional 10 feet of movement because she's starting within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yep.
So I can move up here, right?
If you wanted to do nothing but run your whole turn, you could run 120.
I don't want to do nothing but run. I want to move closer, and I want to try it.
If you want to run closer and then hide, you can run 80 and then hide.
But that's all you're doing.
Right. But how close do you have to be in order to be able to hit with your bow and have advantage?
I don't know.
Is it?
At least I think that you should just run around the whole map on your whole turn.
If it's a longbow, it's a longbow 150 feet.
150 feet for it to be within range of.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's
for a longbow. Short bow is 80.
Your short bow is 80.
Short bow?
I have a short bow.
Short bow, so you have to be within 80 feet to be able to.
Yeah, you can get there.
To be able to shoot at her with having advantage. So using some dash to be able to get up there and still be able to hide yourself in the rocks is the way to go.
Would I be so I can't do it this turn? I won't be able to get up there.
You can do it this turn.
You can do it in this turn. You just can't shoot during this turn.
You totally
yes,
can.
That's the whole problem. I want to use it
and also hide. Okay.
She can though. Has she moved yet at all? Where she's at?
She
did. Where'd you start?
Right,
I started next to.
How much move have you used?
30. She's used 30. So she still has 10 for her regular movement.
All right, so take 10 more diagonally like this. And then this is 80 right here.
Okay. And you are
so she can hide and then shoot with advantage. And since it's turn 1, is it ass innate time?
Yep. So I shoot and then I put assassinated?
Is SS in it?
Yep.
Pew pew, put it in the chat.
All right, what are you shooting?
Baby lasagna.
Baby lasagna. All right, so you missed baby lasagna.
I know.
You have additional things.
Do you have any way to tell the dungeon master no, I go again? Did you happen to inherit any of those from your father?
I didn't advantage because Bruce gave me Bardic Inspiration before we started. Does that count?
Oh, roll Bardic Inspiration. And add to the 14. Is it a D8?
It is a D8.
Roll a D8.
But according to the Bard's character sheet, they have not used any bardic inspirations at all.
But we know they've used two.
The bard said that he did before turn order started.
The bard did say. He said that. Oh.
But the bard needs to learn how to control their own.
Okay, well, that's not my business.
That's interesting because my sheet literally has 2 bardic inspirations taken off. So.
Yes, that's because I just did it.
What?
That's because I just did it.
Oof.
All right, you have an 8 added to your 14.
Do you have proof?
Y'all, we're in trouble. The dungeon master is at the point of their journey where they begin checking our work.
You know when you get pulled over and you take your seatbelt off and the police officer arrests you for not wearing a seatbelt?
You know how when you get pulled over and you immediately admit to speeding so that you take the officer
You know when you
off
get
guard
pulled over? You get pulled over and you lunge for his gun.
Everyone stop. I want to know if I hit
that's how you get dead.
Everybody stop. So you feel the inspiration of the bard that assists you and realize that it is a more difficult shot than you think because she is standing on her porch and she does have some cover with that
She's
creeping
prone.
Unless you retroactive before my turn.
Idle prone.
Yep. Which means that she would have more cover from laying on the floor while being shot at. I think that proves to be an advantageous spot when being shot at from a distance, making you a smaller target. But she does have she does have some cover with the hut is what I'm getting at. So yes, when she gets up from prone, does that mean that it is a auto? It's not an auto crit. It's just a auto advantage.
It should be advantage.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage. It was 6 + 7, 14 points of damage to Baba Lysaga. And then what did the assassinate do though? It is a critical hit, so it'd be doubled. We're just going to.
What AC did we have to hit Baba?
So to hit Baba, she naturally has a 16 point, or correction, a 15 AC, but she has a +2 with partial cover of the hut assisting.
Okay, cool. So the assassinate means crit. So that would double the 3, and it would double the 1, the 3, and the 2. So you would do 9 more damage. So you did 21 damage. But because you put all that poison on the arrow beforehand, all that gets doubled as well because it's a crit.
I don't have poison.
All right. No, it'll be Corbus's turn after Freya.
I do have poison.
It is the scribe's turn, and he goes ahead.
Wait. Can I hide still?
Nope.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Magic missile doing 2 points of damage and says, "I am helping." And
who did he hit?
2 points of damage is more is at least something.
Is at the tower itself, or at the hut itself.
Okay.
It'd be funny though if he just hit the tower.
Well, so magic missile has a range of 120 feet, Rictavio.
He's at and it's right at the window. Oh, I thought it was 120 feet.
Oh, there he goes. Is he gonna lean out this window? He can get her like this.
So there's actually
can't get the hut.
up in this top of the part of the tower. Yes, there is a window directly over the.
Right here.
Over
that. That's too far away. Can he lean out this door here?
That would be where.
Seems to me Rictavio just fucking sucks.
Yeah, so I mean, he's doing the best that he can. All right, with what he's got.
Apparently, they ain't got much.
Hopefully the hut moves closer. So yeah, it does not take its 2 damage, which is disappointing.
Hey man, you can't force it to happen.
He's not that dumb, so he wouldn't have cast it. So he still has his magic missile. Maybe next time he'll roll better. Maybe
he keeps the spell.
I like the visual imagination of the spell petering out when it gets 5 feet from Baba Lysaga.
For this guy, yes, but for the hut, us fighting the hut, no.
Fizzles out. She's like, "Oh, I have something for that, sweetie."
You just absolutely despise this guy.
Hey, that was Baba Lysaga. That wasn't me.
That wasn't Dow Moonflower. He doesn't make erectile dysfunction jokes. All right,
No,
Alexander, you're up. Moving 40 feet up. You do have the ability to have cast your war horse on the other side of this tower if you'd like to expend the spell slot and have the ability to have that additional range.
Actually,
what's that?
Do you want to use?
You can't have had horse.
Casting your horse on the other side of the wall would have been possible prior to combat starting.
You can retroactively have cast horse spell, which you should take the DM up on because the DM has sacrificed the all-important action economy and allowed you to summon horse.
Yes, I agree.
It's mostly just because I want a horse to be involved so I can describe to my children how I have brutally murdered an animal in front of them.
Explain. Instantaneously explain.
But at the same time, just remember, if you traumatize them too much, they know where you sleep. Just saying.
This is why I bought a lock on my door.
Just wait until you're in public and they're talking about how you beat horse.
That's true too.
Courage the dog is Courage the dog is.
Oh shit! No lock on this door.
Look at that.
Is currently instructing Rictavio.
If you were from where I'm from, you'd be fucking dead.
Magic missile more effectively. All right, so how far are you moving up there, Alexander?
What's the horse's movement again?
Horse's movement is 60.
So 60.
60 plus the 10, so 70.
So if we were here,
and it could take the dash action, and you would still have your. And he's gone.
And he's gone.
He's still in the game. Wonder if he knows he's.
Our paladin is here today. He's an all-important tank. When he's not around, people die, and he's gone.
And he's gone. Oh,
I mean, that's what happened the first game without the. Well, actually, both games in Secret Third Option without the paladin.
He has moved in ahead of the Dow man and jumped.
By the way,
into that fray.
The data shows Larian released the data on race, class, background combination, things like that, and the most common class in Baldur's Gate 3 is Paladin.
Oh, did they really? Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now.
That's what I have a solo game going separate from the game I'm playing with Dakota, and Paladin's what I'm playing in that. I'm playing a wild magic sorcerer in the game with him. I'm actually preferring the Paladin.
Yeah. In fact, the most popular subclass is Oathbreaker Paladin.
Oh. I did Oath of Vengeance, which is what
Which is not, well, Oathbreaker is not one of the choices you can make when choosing your subclass. Oathbreaker comes about by actions that you take during the game, depending on what your oath is.
So it turns out that
Oh, those sneaky
Paladins
bastards!
are
They
also
took the time to write that in there.
And it's the most popular subclass, meaning people. It's already good, mind you. Paladin is already good, but people were like, you can fall, you can break the tenets of your like oath in game through in-game behaviors and fall and unlock the Oathbreaker class, and then you can actually redeem yourself.
I wonder how many people did it by accident, not realizing there would be consequences of their own actions.
Talk about an incredibly immersive experience. I would kill for that.
Do you see why they didn't put the spell magic in the game?
All right,
yeah, because it required them to code every spell twice.
And it would have doubled the size of the game.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What are you doing, Alexander? You've dashed up to the front.
Pretending he's a pirate with his headset.
Arr. Are you going to the mall later? From horseback, can I get a couple of attacks in on baby lasagna?
Yeah, so that does not use up any of your actions or your movement. So you could actually dismount from the horse and still have half of your movement. Or you can stay on the horseback and you are from that position while on horseback, you're not close enough for a melee attack.
So I'm sorry, my internet decided to go. So yes, I can attack, or no, I can't.
So you would need just to dismount and move up. So yes, you can.
Tom, you need a new keyboard. We should enter the keyboard into the turn roll, bro.
Clickety clackety.
27 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I'll never buy a new keyboard, even if this one continues to deteriorate and break down, because the clickety is so satisfying when it's you typing on the keyboard. I mean, that's the whole point.
Get a new one like that. Because
I still like it. I like to hear it as well. It's just that when it's the only thing that I can hear.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit difficult.
Oh, no. They said I could get a really nice mic that I can place between myself and the keyboard, and it'll pick up my voice, but it won't pick up the keyboard behind it.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
All right, second attack with a 1. There is the possibility that you if
you bust your bands open.
That wasn't silver banding. I believe that he had. Oh no, he did do the silver banding.
No, it wasn't. It was my
Warhammer is banded.
Yeah, no, it's not banded.
I thought I banded or studded.
You studded mine. Yeah, the studs were replaced. The studs were replaced. Yeah.
Yeah, and studs never fail.
Studs. All right, so 22 damage to the hut is what I had assessed that as, because you'd have to climb up the creeping hut, which is going to be essentially like a grapple move. It doesn't want you to climb up as it's trying to protect its master. So, but you have smacked at its feet. All right, Babala Saga is up. Unless you have any bonus actions you were going to take.
No, knowing that, never. I thought I was attacking the hag, so I may have done
getting up
something
to the
different.
hag is going to be a little bit more difficult with melee. And seeing that you are attempting to seeing the threat that you are. Take this as a compliment. She casts Power Word Stun. You have less than 150 hit points.
Yes.
Yes, you do. All right. So currently, the paladin is stunned. Looking for my stunned icon. Seeing none, we're going to go ahead and go with that. Let me see. Let me read off the condition of stunned. All right. So while stunned, a stunned creature is incapacitated. See the condition: can't move, can't speak, only falteringly. The creature automatically fails Dex saving and Strength saving throws, and attacks against the creature have advantage. All right. It is the Creeping Hut's turn, and it is going to target the It's going to target obviously the individuals rushing it first. So a single rock attack, a 31 hits, and 26 bludgeoning damage at the wolf that is running at it. Go ahead and
magical rock.
It is not a magical rock, but I do need you to make an athletics check to see whether or not you are knocked prone by the mass of this rock hitting you. All right, so with a 20, you succeed in being hit by the rock, and cracking it on your head and being nothing more than staggered for a moment, but not being knocked prone or knocked unconscious.
That's where being impaired is cooler. You're not staggered. You're just like, fuck you, bring it on, bitch.
So I'm good.
You are good for right now. The Creeping Hut does start to move forward with the with Babala Saga inside of it, allowing a little bit of a close of distance. But you watch that as her final action of her turn, she disappears inside the hut as her movement. It is still possible that she might be able to be spotted through a window, but that will take a successful perception check of 17 in order to be able to even have a chance of spotting her. All right, Bruce, you are up.
Does the horse get an attack of opportunity as the hut steps by?
Absolutely. It hasn't left its threatened space yet, but if it does continue to move, yes, the horse will still be able to act on your turn. It is not dazed or not stunned.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward. How far can I go without it being in action?
30 feet.
30 feet currently.
Cool. So from here, we're going off this, right?
Yep. You're the square below me.
Okay. Square below you?
Yeah. I'm the square. No, square below the line.
Dude, I'm not going off these humongo squares. I'm going off the. Anyways, okay.
That's where your measurement had you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast this on the hut itself. It has to make a wisdom saving throw. Then it will be super insecure about the way it looks. Because that's my specialty.
And it failed.
I love the material component for the spell hairy. It's a bit of fur from an animal.
All
right, so while within 1 mile of this target, you have advantage on wisdom checks to tracking the target. Okay, but it is frightened of you while within line of sight.
Yeah.
And the frightened condition means that
can't come any closer.
It cannot come any closer. And it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. So it now has attacks of disadvantage as long as the bard stays visible, and the bard always likes to be the center of attention. Any bonus actions?
Of course. I will turn to Dow. Did I cast my bardic inspiration on you? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna turn to Dow. If you don't stop that clickety clack, you know what's funny? I just drew that too. Okay, casting a bardic inspiration on Corbus. I'm gonna turn to Corbus and I'm gonna say, you got this, broski. You're safe now that I'm here. That's what I'll say. Is that good?
All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and it is Dow's turn as Corbus is inspired by just the most original of inspirations that have ever been uttered.
True.
Yeah, all right. I will run 35 to get to here.
Okay.
Which leaves 5 feet of movement. So I will leap onto the hut and attempt to enter the hut and confront baby lasagna.
All right, so go ahead. We're going to make a contested roll of the creeping hut and your either athletics check or acrobatics check, as it is.
I to jump on the hut and it's doing its best whip and nay to avoid me.
Yes, because it is not in favor of you climbing on top of it.
I hear you. That makes sense. How about a third artificial? It's about the best roll I can give you.
All right, and you succeed. Also, for the bard, you cast your spell, and after casting it, you feel like your power was not drained at all, and you were able to keep your spell slot.
What the fuck is going on?
Let's go! Let's go! Why did that happen?
That's because you haven't frightened that hut at all.
It's because of what? Was that English?
It is. The hut is immune to being frightened.
Oh, you okay?
Okay, well, is it immune to being insecure? I don't think so. Nobody is.
Yeah,
it is. It has an intelligence of 1, and if there's one thing we know about unintelligent people is they are incredibly confident.
Does it say anywhere on this spell slot that it cannot make people with 1 level of intelligence insecure?
Yes, what it has is the condition immunity of being frightened.
You know what? What else?
You know, as an enlightened individual, I will also admit that I have but an intelligence of 1.
Get out of here, man.
Just be happy that he gave you the spell slot back.
Yeah,
said, yeah, you don't get that back. Guess what? It's not frightened. You don't get your spell slot back.
I guess I actually probably should do that because it's not like it.
Nope, you already said it.
But I did say that, so I'm allowing it this time. Plus, I like the spells that she selected on her own during her level up. She's doing a good job of getting some killer spells that go along with her being an annoying little
on brand.
Wow. Okay, chill out, guys.
All right. So we do have Dow that is getting ready to lay the smackdown. So you are able to get up onto the hut, and you are able to kind of come in the door. Baba Lysaga is inside of the hut, and looks like she's getting ready to try to kind of hide in there, and seems somewhat displeased that you have come into the doorway.
Yeah, I'll just growl at her, and I will say, your fate was sealed when you impersonated the Moon Mother. I say that, of course, because I use my bonus action to change into hybrid form.
All right, changing into hybrid form.
Yeah, and now that I'm a cool, badass wolf guy who isn't afraid of nothing, I will cast Spirit Guardians while standing in an enemy next to an enemy.
It doesn't do extra damage. It still only counts as one.
That's fine.
We will go ahead and make these wisdom saving throws. Baba Lysaga's creeping hut says, "I am fear itself."
Well, he still takes 8 radiant damage. Fucking critical. Spectaculars.
Baba Lysaga, that gal wise. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move her to the. Now that you can see her, that does assist your
cool beans.
Your compatriots of also being able to
allies
possibly spot her, but she still does have quite a bit of full covers, or excuse me, 3/4 cover. So let's see for.
Anyways, they both still take 8.
8 points of damage.
And due to the spell, just FYI, we normally don't dwell on this aspect of this wonderful spell. An affected creature's spell is halved in the area. So the speed of the hut is halved.
Right. So it has gone down to Jabba the Hutt speed. Got it.
Yes.
And
slow.
Done and done. All right. That was bonus actions. And you see as a spectacle of lights begin to
pew, pew, pew.
Spew out from the hut, and it is Freya's turn to. Are you going to attempt to spot Baba Lysaga, or are you going to shoot at the giant 30-foot hut?
I want to try and spot baby lasagna. After I move, 1 second. I'm gonna move first. Actually, that's probably not a great idea. Yeah, it is. Can I see her better if I move?
No.
I won't have any advantage. I'm gonna try and see her first then.
Okay.
Yo, Nick, I think I'm gonna try to grab baby lasagna and fly her towards my allies.
That's gonna be awesome. She is also going to try to grab you. Yeah. So with a perception of 20, you meet and beat her meat. So you are able to spot her because her AC is the DC for being spotted.
I don't want to move.
Hag jerky.
Where was that? Here?
Yes, you are right there.
Okay.
And now you are there. And now you are shooting at 25 feet?
Nope.
Did you just move up for a fucking spell?
I gotta find it again though. I put it in chat on accident.
It
was a channel divinity.
Channel divinity. All right, so you use Channel Divinity to mark another creature's life force for termination. As an action, you choose a creature within 30 feet of you, cursing it until the end of your next turn. The next time you and any of your allies hit the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Yeah, I actually said the wrong thing twice after that, so ignore those ones. That's the one I want.
Okay, so Eyes of the Grave.
Undead.
No, I want to use the one that he just read to curse.
Eyes of the Grave.
Yep. All right, so
I never understood why it's called Eyes of the Grave.
You're using Curse of the Grave, right? Or the Path to the Grave, right?
Yep.
The Channel Divinity. Okay. All right. So, what type of damage is she going to? Oh wait, no. Whoever hits her, whatever kind of damage they use, she has vulnerability to. Got it.
Can I still shoot her after that?
So you have used your action in order to mark her for the grave.
Okay, fine. Then I'll hide.
But you have your bonus actions still available to you.
I want to hide.
Yep.
As best as I can.
You stealth, and that would be with advantage with your hood, right?
Yep.
All right. That is good to go. All right. And that is Freya's turn. Corbus, you're up.
Okay. If I send another tidal wave at it, is Dow going to take damage, or is he inside and sheltered from it?
The tidal wave will hit the creeping hut.
That's the idea.
If it is knocked prone, there is the likelihood that those inside will take some kind of bludgeoning damage. You're not sure how much.
That won't be magical. In theory, anyway. So that's what we will do. And I'm doing it in a way to not hit the horse or Alexander.
Dude, who gives a F about the horse, bro? It's a skeleton horse.
Yeah, but it's still there, kind of keeping Alexander safe. Why is it not? There it goes.
All right. Tidal wave comes crashing in. And Baba Lasaga's hut, the most dexterous thing that ever lived, fails and takes 19 points of damage. And then also falls prone, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty. All right. So we will have again, flip of the coin. Even in your favor, odd out of your favor. So it is even, it is in your favor. Does it do damage or does it not do damage?
What?
What the
Does
fuck?
it do damage or does it not do damage when it falls prone? I'm asking you.
That is the question.
You mean to the people inside of it?
Whether
I flipped a coin of whether or not it did damage, and it's in your favor, so you get to decide if the creeping hut falling prone with people inside of it, if it does damage or not.
Would it be magical damage?
That's the question. You have to answer. Of whether or not it does damage or not. I decide if it's magical or not.
I decide if it's magical or not.
I think Dow can take it. Yeah, it's doing damage. Hit her.
All right.
Damn. Look at my fucking face in this artist's rendition.
All right. As this tidal wave comes in and the creeping hut,
I need to get my brows waxed.
Boom! It goes down, and in the inside of the hut, there is it jostles, and there is the ability though to do a dexterity saving throw on your part, Dow.
I do my best.
With an 11, you do fail, and you take 12 points of damage. But you watch as
is it magical damage?
It is magical damage. You watch as the hut expends most of its energy protecting Baba Lysaga from any kind of damage.
Hold on now. Hold on. I gotta make a Constitution saving throw DC 10. I hold on to my spirit guardians.
Or you would have used like the 5 things that you have in order to be able to assist with that too.
Yeah.
All right. Any bonus actions for the late great and the current Corbus?
Not at the moment. I don't think.
All right.
Think I have anything.
All right. So currently the hut is prone, and attacks against it have advantage. Rictavio, the scribe, uses
something other than magic missile.
With my curse, did the hag or not that? Did Baba Lysaga take more damage from Corbus's attack?
No, Baba Lysaga did not take damage
at all.
And so she has not triggered your attack. That was incidental damage. That's not I'm not counting that as something that, because I had her avoid it, that she. All right.
You guys
looking for something that Rictavio can do from his position, and he continues to offer encouragement and casts out inspiration. He says, "You can do it. I believe in you." It has no effect. Alexander,
you're fucking useless.
You being stunned, you are on the ground, but your horse is able to take actions in your stead, and because it is a steed that that is of magical capability, it is not just going to sit there and take the dash or the avoid action. It will act as you think, but thinking is difficult for you. So, what do you have the warhorse do, or what is what would you? Since it is a part of you, what would it naturally do?
One, I figured since I just had attacked the hut, there would have been no point in me dismounting. So if I was stunned, I was probably stunned on the back of the horse.
In order to be able to get within melee range of the hut, you had to dismount, which is what I was putting in the chat.
Ah.
So you were asking about, can I get to melee range? And I said that yes, you can, but you have to dismount, which uses half of your movement. And then you are able to move the other 20 feet. And you only had to move 10 more feet in order to be able to get up close enough to it.
Interesting. All right. So yeah, no, those will just we'll have the horse take a hoof attack at the prone.
Prone hut.
The fucking
right, so,
yeah.
Yep. So with advantage, go ahead and make that hoof attack.
Well, that's not a thing.
Are you looking for the hoof attack on your horse?
Yeah, no, it I don't know what it just rolled, but it wasn't anything. It gave a bunch of errors.
All right, so
hey, there we go.
With a 13, it does not hit.
Okie dokie.
And
I get to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is my understanding, yes. All right, with a DC spell of 17, do you have any reason that you would have an advantage?
No,
because he's Alexander.
Nope. That is not enough. So he remains stunned at the time. All right. Next up, who do we have? we have Baba Lysaga that gets to take a turn. She turns to
what up? It's your boy. Cast a spell.
She raises her hands and says, "You have it. You have quite the mouth on you. We'll see if you're still making your threats after this."
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Finger of death. First things first, let me look through my entire character sheet. Just real quick. No, nothing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. I ain't got nothing. I am gonna do it. I'm gonna roll a con save. Ready? 17.
You beat her beat and only take the 25 damage.
What happens in the creeping hut stays in the creeping hut.
Go ahead and make your
Take 25 damage.
At the beginning of her turn or at the end of her turn that she would have had to make the
I mean she already did it. You already gave her the damage. You gave the damage when I cast the spell, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it was at the beginning of her turn though.
It is, but you
okay, but I already gave her the damage.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But go ahead and make your saving throw again.
Con save DC 10 or half the damage being 11. So con save of 11. Have advantage to the Warcaster. I succeeded.
Is it 11 or is it
half the damage?
Didn't you take 25?
I took 24 damage.
Oh, okay. So 12.
So it would be 12, which I meet. I continue to beat your meat.
All right.
And, with both hands.
And that being done, then it is the creeping hut's turn, and
I'm bloody as fuck.
Looks out and sees for some reason it wants to target this thing that thought that it could make it feel bad about itself. And obviously it's the coolest hut ever.
Cool hut.
Son of a bitch. The best part is that it didn't use its movement to be able to get up yet either. So even if it would have been swapped around, it still would have missed. So the rock goes wide and crashes near the tower, which Rictavio screams out, "Careful, a rock!" Doing his best to assist the party. And the hut uses half of its movement in order to be able to get up and starts to continue its creep forward, but moving at half speed. And there is also, as Bruce realizes that the rock has just slipped past him and is looking fairly confident, you suddenly watch as Bruce disappears.
Does the horse get another attack?
I still have see invisibility on.
You have see invisibility on. Is it likely that you are looking at Baba Lysaga inside the hut, or are you looking at the outside?
How would you like to determine that?
I would say that your passive perception is not enough to notice that Bruce has gone invisible. But
how high of a passive perception would I need?
17.
Well, my passive perception just happens to be 18.
Fucking A, you goddamn level uppers. All right. So, as you are working, you realize that there was that figure that had moved off, did not move very far off, and has returned. And
is it the last of the trio of hags? Who is it?
Go ahead and make a perception
check. Is it Joseph?
Active perception check.
Is it Joseph?
An active perception check, and I will give you details because they were moving past you. All right, so it possibly could be Joseph. It definitely was a female, and did not have haggish movements, and you have become very familiar with the gait of a hag, and they were not moving like a hag.
All right. They don't have the gait of a hag. It could easily be Joseph.
It could be Joseph. So you do watch as Bruce is kicking and screaming, and do you have a turn that I missed?
Not yet.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh, the attack opportunity from the horse. Yes, go ahead and roll that beautiful hoof damage.
Oof.
7
points of damage to the creeping hut, and it is now bloodied on that one small little spot, but it doesn't seem like it has done much more than kick off some bark. It still has 200 hit points. Okay, all right, so now we have Dow kicking off our third turn order. Go ahead, Dow, what do you got?
All right. First, I'm going to roll for my Spirit Guardians. They take the damage at the start of their turn. 7. And then I'm going to look straight at this crazy lady. And I'm going to say, you're going to have to kill me twice. And I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
You touch a creature and it grants a measure of protection from death. First time the target would drop to 0 hit points, instead drops to 1 hit point. Outstanding.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to literally I'm going to move right next to her. And I've got the stuff going on, and that's my action. And, with my bonus action, I'm going to kick my heels together and use Steps of Night and just start my minute of flight.
All right.
Just start that shit. We're getting ready to grab her and fly her towards the group.
Sounds good. All right, and did you have a bonus action though, or the bonus action was?
Bonus action is to start the Steps of Night to give myself flight for a minute.
All right, Freya, you are up.
Do I still need to roll perception to see if I can see Babala Saga?
To maintain sight of Babala Saga, yes. But now that you've been engaged, her DC has gone. Or now that she's been engaged, her DC has gone down, and she's spellcasting. So, yes, you are able to spot her. Go ahead and make your roll.
Okay, I want to shoot her.
All right, a 15 does not hit, but it does come perilously close to Dow, and Dow realizes, yes, they need a better ability to see this bitch to get into this fight. All right, bonus actions is to stealth, 14. With a 14, you are good to go. All right, Corbus.
You absolutely love this spell from me.
Oh, God. Do it.
Oh, no, I'm bringing something else.
Oh, you're going to do something else as opposed to the one I love? Yeah, no, you did the one that I love. The one that I love so much. Moonbeam. Bring it. All right, Constitution saving throw. Is this on?
It's on the house.
On the house itself. Yep. Mm-hmm. Isn't able to shine down and hit Baba Lysaga herself. But the Constitution saving throw, 22. Does that do it?
Yeah, that'll bait it, but I believe it's still half.
It's not wise, but it has.
But it's continual damage.
Put the meme in the chat.
And I believe, though, that it's going to possibly have an effect on your lycanthrope fella.
He's in the house.
He's inside the house.
Mm-hmm. And it's not touching him.
Okay, so if he was in danger of getting hit, then he would have to make that save, but he is not.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I also have advantage on saves like that because of my armor.
Yes, you do. The benefits of plot armor. All right.
I'm a Dowie Sue.
All right, Rictavio shouts out, Bruce disappeared! Alexander, your turn. Oh, and his eyes glow. Similar to Dow's. And continues to track the bard as it's taken away. All right. Alexander, what you got?
Nothing.
All right, and I will tell you this. Your warhorse can still provide the help action. However, it did take it has not taken its action yet.
It took a reaction.
It took a reaction. Shit, I was planning on telling you that after the warhorse had done what it was going to do. Go ahead and decide what your warhorse is going to do. Nope, can't hear you, so it definitely doesn't take the help.
The warhorse was already going to stay by me anyway. That was the plan.
Okay.
As opposed to run off. So the warhorse was staying by Alexander.
Let's see here something. I don't think that while you're stunned, like taking damage or anything like that helps at all, or being jostled.
I mean, we'll roll again next time.
Rolling again next time, and the warhorse is attempting to try to wake you up. All right, Baba Lysaga's turn. Looking at her enemy.
Roll your save.
She decides to roll is it a wisdom
save? 16.
Let's see. Does she have advantage?
She has magical resistance.
She has no magical resistance.
No resistance. She take a 7 damage.
7?
Radiant. Her speed is halved. Is she concentrating on anything right now?
She is not. She is concentrating on wanting to.
Pas de concentration.
To kill you. That's what she's concentrating on.
Oh.
And
may no.
Nope, not going to do that one.
Blah 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 blah. Cast all your best spells.
I'm trying to, so that way I can get them out of the way. So that way you guys are ready to. Let's go ahead and cast a concentration spell.
Concentration. Here it comes.
Let's go ahead and cast
tentacles.
Black tentacles. Go ahead and make that.
Show me the spell description.
Here I am putting it in the chat. Black tentacles. Squirming ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on that ground that you can see within range. Blah 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 blah. And when a creature enters the affected area for the first time or in turn, it starts its turn restrained by blah blah blah. All right, so you are restrained and you take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, it'll happen at the start of my turn.
At the start of your turn. And then it says that if you fail next time you die, is that right? No, sorry, that was only in my dreams. Oh no, you take 3d6 now, and a creature that starts its turn in the area.
When a creature enters the affected area for the first time or starts its turn there, it has to do its dex save. So I shouldn't have rolled until the start of my turn. But at the start of my turn, I'll just roll a 4.
Sounds like a plan. All right. And as a bonus action, she is going to spit.
Gross.
And that is just a straight up strength check, and she hits you in the face with that spit. It doesn't do any damage, but it does make you feel disrespected. All right.
Ugh.
And now it is the Creeping Hut's turn, and it is going to
thoroughly.
While restrained, do you have
it needs to make a save.
Oh, it does going to make it save. It's very wise. It has a -3. Does that save?
No, it takes 7 damage.
7 damage.
7 radiant damage. Wow. You rolled a 1 and a 20.
That is... Could have been really nice if I had advantage. Massage gun, I think, is up there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do some... Actually, let's go ahead and do another rock attack, but we'll do it at the druid out there. Does an 18 hit the druid?
Nah, I do believe it does.
All right, 21 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
You are staggered back, but because you took the damage, you don't have to do a saving throw. All right.
Oh no, I have failed my dexterity saving throw, and I will take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by tentacles. I take 8 damage.
Bruce and his assailant are currently closest to you. If you want to go ahead and try to make another perception check.
Perception. Critical perception.
All right, so as she is moving past, she looks up at the creeping hut to see how her master is doing, and you spot the face that is familiar, but she is usually in more colorful garb. She seems to have gone quite emo, and it is excuse me, I want to say Alenka, but that's not correct. It is the Vistani who was speaking up about Lord Strahd at the Vistani camp, and then also harassing and following your group. It seems that she has thrown in her lot with Baba Lysaga.
Okie dokie.
And you can see too that Bruce is unconscious while he is being carried.
Bruce is unconscious. What the what? All right, so it's my turn though, and I'm restrained, right?
You are restrained, yes. Well, did you make you? Oh yeah, you failed your dexterity.
Yeah, I got my I failed it, so I took the damage, and I'm restrained.
Corbus, were you concentrating on something for the
moonbeam?
Moonbeam. Did you lose that then? Right.
Mm-hmm. I got more.
I'm so sad.
Oh, let me do my con save for Spirit Guardians.
Your 8 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm good.
I still have at least one tidal wave.
Well, I'm gonna roll the damage again for next turn for Spirit Guardians. So here's that. It's gonna be 11, and then as I am restrained, that just means I mean, I can still take my actions and stuff. So I'm gonna just give myself a big old Cure Wounds at 4th level. And give myself 23 hit points. Which puts me at 37. And with my bonus action, there's really nothing I can do that much. What's going on with Alexander again?
Alexander is stunned currently.
Stunned. Okay, I can't do anything about a stun. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Next up, Freya.
Okay. I'm going to quickly... first, I'm going to move. Because I'm just outside of 20 feet. So, I don't want the... Because I can be affected by the tentacles, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They're currently inside of the hut, though.
But it's within 20 feet.
Correct.
And I'm at 20 feet right now, so I'm gonna...
It's fine. You'll be fine.
Will I? I don't trust you saying that.
Good. I wouldn't either.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move. Just a couple feet this way. Can I see her?
Yes.
Okay. Can she take poison damage as well?
Can she take poison damage?
Yeah, if I poison an arrow and it hits her, is that going to do anything?
You're not sure, but most creatures that are humanoid are affected by poison. Okay, you don't think it is possible though that the creeping hut might not be, but you're not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna. If I have a poisoner's kit, I can do that, right?
Did we come across any poison? Or did... So you would need the poisoner's kit in order to be able to assist with poisoning something and it would help you with creating a poison, but I don't know that you've actually taken the time to create a poison.
Okay, I don't think we did. So I'm just gonna ignore that then.
But I thought that there was poison in the...
If someone does have it, it's not me.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, 23 definitely hits and 18 points of damage. Smack into Baba Lysaga. And let's go ahead and see if she can keep that tentacle monster she has spinning around live. I think that she can.
Does she still have that curse that I did before?
Has anyone hit her since?
No.
The only thing that's hit her is the spirit guardians, and that's not really an attack.
Since you remembered it and I forgot it, I will allow it. That is my fault for not having the least amount of attack that I could be doubled. So, doubling the damage for that attack. She is now bloodied. And was there any other effects that had? That was it, right?
Yeah, it was just that.
That is correct. All right. So, what next for Freya? I'm guessing she'll hide so that way I don't target the fuck out of her and destroy her.
Correct.
4 is well hidden. All right. Next up, we have Corvus.
Let me just reread this real quick. Okay. Do I have an idea of where Dow is in the hut?
Yes. Dow is closer to the door on the patio, and Baba Lysaga, based on the tentacles that you can see, which are easier to see than Baba Lysaga herself, is further back in the hut.
Did you say somebody could provide Alexander with help?
That the help action. The help action can be provided to, but you'd have to be close up, or you'd have to do something like, see if damaging him helps with rousing him from his stun.
Like I have to be close or do damage, is what you're saying?
Or if you have the ability to reach out and essentially jostle him, or I would allow, like, thaumaturgy to make your voice louder, or what do you have that you could use to attempt to rouse him?
Never mind. I thought I could go further with it.
What is it?
No, I was going to miss a step, but I forgot it was only 30 feet.
30 feet.
We will just do another moonbeam.
All right, moonbeam activated. Is it Constitution saving throw on the start of it?
When it starts its turn there, yeah.
Okay,
so, but when
sounds
it
good.
starts, but I'm gonna put it in there so we know the damages. I just happen to be on my spell page. Jesus, you just took it so it's at the bottom of my list, and now it's asking what level I want to cast it at.
All right, 8 radiant damage.
And then I'm also, where am I to it? 6. So I'm gonna go there. Move 30 feet away.
$30 back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I'm still within moonbeam range, which is 120.
Sounds good. All right, Rictavio is going to target Babala Saga, and be able to auto hit. He has been focused on trying to see her, and magic missile away. 5 force damage against Babala Saga. All right. Next up, we have Alexander, who is going to rise, champion. All right, with a 20, you are roused from your stun, and that was at the end of your turn, but your horse's was providing the help action to get you up, but you are ready to be able to enter the fight. Dow, you watch as suddenly the Babala Saga smiles, and as she smiles, a swarm of insects begin to spill out of her mouth. And as the swarm of insects begins to swirl, you realize that the swarm of insects are not coming out of her mouth. She is becoming the swarm of insects and is starting to fly. Her creeping hut.
Well, at the start of their turns, they do always roll their
Go ahead and do her saves. Yeah. So wisdom saving throw for the
DC
hut.
16 against 11 to radiant damage.
And Babala Saga. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
she meets, but
5.
Still takes her 5.
She took a 5.
And the hut takes the full, what was it? How much did you say?
11, I think.
11.
Yeah.
Correct. All right.
Hut got to make a Constitution saving throw, too.
And a Constitution saving throw for
that would have been 15.
For 15? For the moonbeam?
Well, right. The save is 15. The damage is 8.
Okay. All right. So the creeping hut makes that one. But Babala Saga does not, because she is, as she's starting to peel away, she starts to
did she fail her concentration?
She has not done her she did fail her concentration for the let me make sure.
For Evard's black tentacles.
So she takes 8.
Oh, she didn't take the didn't have her do it. But she has dropped it.
Okay.
Either way, so but I'll have her do a concentration saving throw to find out if that's or was it's not Constitution. It's
a concentration
wisdom.
is Constitution based.
Yeah.
Constitution based. Yep.
She's good. She's good.
She would have been good, but she has dropped it in favor of changing into a swarm of insects.
Got it. So is she concentrating on that now?
No.
Okay. That just comes naturally to her. You know what they say?
Can use an action, but it says
it's like riding a bike. It's like
Baba Saga can use an action to polymorph into a swarm of insect or flies. So
yeah.
it is.
It's a very common phrase. You know, it's just like becoming bugs.
Yes. But whether or not she has to concentrate on this, it doesn't say. A polymorph does require concentration.
Right.
So.
Well, if she's just a shape changer, is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Then it probably doesn't require any concentration. If she's just a shape changer.
All right,
but if it's using if it's actually using the term polymorph,
I mean, if it's using a spell
slot, yeah.
Then if it uses a spell slot, then she's got to concentrate on it. If it's just an ability, then she does not have to.
It's kind of like maintaining your form as a werewolf.
That doesn't require. But if she flies into the moonbeam, she loses it.
Ooh. Actually, she would need. So she has started her movement and has to go through that moonbeam. So what was the saving throw that she has to do?
15. You said she failed. She rolled a 6 on Constitution.
Is it a Constitution or is it a Wisdom saving throw?
Moonbeam's Constitution. You rolled 2 Wisdoms and you rolled 2 Constitutions.
And that does. Well, the Wisdom was for
Spirit Guardians.
For Spirit
and then
Guardian.
You rolled 2 Constitutions, and then you rolled her concentration check.
Yeah, so she's.
But even if she saves and takes half damage, I think it still drops shape-shifting.
Can you put it in the chat for me?
Scroll up a little bit. It's right up there.
I was just looking at, because I'm trying to find her so I can throw her token down. That's fun.
Shape changer makes with disadvantage too. If it fails, it instantly reverts. So she failed because she made it at disadvantage.
Right.
And it was the first roll anyway. So if they fail, they revert back to their normal form.
Right. So as she's trying to escape, she turns into this swarm of insects, starts to move at 30 feet per turn flying speed, and gets outside the hut and immediately begins to turn, recombining as she falls and hits the snow. And
Were
so
there
now
rocks in that snow, so she takes fall damage?
She doesn't take fall damage, but she does remain prone.
Alexander!
And she is blooded. All right. The creeping hut is going to target the incredibly annoying Dow.
Yo, at the start of its turn, did it do its roll against the damages?
It did, and it took it.
Yeah.
All right, great.
It is going to
multi-attack.
Past
mine.
and make 3 attacks with its roots. Attack number 1.
That don't hit.
Attack number 2.
That don't hit.
Attack number 3.
That hit.
Now, with you being inside of it, does it have advantage?
Well, how would it get its roots in there? That seems really awkward.
It is really awkward. So, yeah. So, the reason why the first attack fails is because it attempts to pick up 2 feet at once and realizes it can't do that and kind of stumbles, and then it goes and does 1 foot at a time, reaching inside of itself. And then the third one, it's actually figured it out, does 32 points of damage.
Yeah, 32. So I had 37 health, so now I have 5 health.
All right.
Now I need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 16. It's your boy. We are good to go.
Then uses half of its movement to fall prone. No. All right.
He's hovering inside of it, so
he's protected from any type of fall damage. Dow, you're up.
All right.
Go target this bitch.
Yeah, for sure. For shorty. We are gonna guiding bolt at her at 3rd level.
Jesus.
20 hit.
She's prone.
He does hit her.
Oh, she's prone. So do I get like advantage?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, hold on. Step right up. Step right up. Let's see if I crit. Just check. Let's
just
check.
For the fun of it.
Just for the funsies. No, got hella close though. All right, not
nice.
Actually. This still
20.
All right,
a 22 still
so
hits.
So this is at 3rd level. So hopefully this asks me what level. Yeah, here it goes. Blammo. 21.
21 points of damage. Schmackety schmackety. Minus 21. All right.
Oh yeah, and guess what? I'm gonna roll for this stuff. Later, that will come back.
All right.
It's a surprise tool that can help us later.
All right, she is sitting there at a age that I used to be 7 years ago. All right, so I'll let you all figure out the math on that as Freya steps up to bat with a prone character. So she has advantage already on the attack.
They did the math.
She's on the ground, right?
They did the monster math.
Okay.
And she rolled stealth, which means she disappeared into the snow when she hit. 17 points of damage smack into Baba Lysaga. And she is now younger than you in hit points. All right. Any bonus actions or maneuvers that you would like to make?
I'm gonna hide.
And she is hidden in the snow. Corbus, you have the ability to take this bitch out.
Corbus for the kill.
I don't have. Where is Dow in relation to between her? Well, he hit the. Did you fire the guiding bolt from inside?
Yes.
He's just off to the side of Baba Lysaga.
So he's 5 feet.
She
from her?
is lit up, or she was.
Is Dow within 5 feet?
Yeah, I'm within 5 feet of the lady.
Oh, terrible answer.
It's the truth.
I know it's still a terrible answer.
It's the Truth Fairy.
Well, the Truth Fairy's stupid.
Truth Fairy comes in the middle of the night and takes your teeth and gives you the ability to tell the lie.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but okay.
It's the Truth Fairy.
Come on, scroll down.
I guess I don't have that straight.
I can see where Dao is, though, right?
Bruh. I'm like flying in midair with spirit guardians swirling all around me, and I'm half wolf person in this shining armor.
So I'm going to go with yes.
Probably
I'm going to hit more than 5 feet. I'm going to hit the hut more than 5 feet away from Dao.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything that can hit her.
What? You don't have anything?
No.
You don't have Firebolt?
Nothing I can get in range. No. Firebolt? Corbus had Firebolt. I have Produced Flame, and it doesn't get close.
You are Corbus. Corbus.
Yeah, you could roll as your previous character.
Say what now?
I said,
man, he ice knifed.
You ice knifed, but you can roll as your previous character. The only thing that is a problem is if you fail your sanity check, that you go into a stupor for at least a minute. But you've already ice knifed, so go ahead and roll that damage for that ice knife. All right, 8 piercing and 17 cold damage as the ice knife explodes.
7. Not 7. I mean, I'll take 17 if you want to make it a 17.
I said 15. It's 15.
I think you said 7.
And I knew that the creeping hut was not going to save. It is not a dexterous beast, this creeping hut. Dao, you had seen the previous phase stone, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. So
in the hut,
you did catch a glimpse of something that had a similar glow, but it was blue.
Ooh. Do I see it now?
No, you saw it when you were inside the hut, but there was also an incredibly powerful spellcaster that was staring you down at the time.
Yeah. I'm almost dead.
All right. So the hut has taken its damage. Corbus is done. Rictavio fires off a magic missile at Baba Lysaga.
Don't you fucking dare.
Why wouldn't he be shooting at the person that has bruise? Because he can see them.
That's a good question.
Because Rictavio sucks.
Oh, not mage armor, magic missile. All right, 2 points of damage to.
Yo, you gotta roll that like more.
What?
Nobody shoots just one magic missile.
Oh, I'm sorry. Magic missile. Magic missile. Is it 3 magic missiles?
That's right.
Alrighty. So doing now 10 points of damage. And I hope there's not a paladin up next. I'm going to go ahead and look through, while you figure out what you're doing, I'm going to look through what reaction their spells.
Still within range of the Spirit Guardians?
Well,
yeah, but it's not my turn yet.
When is it your turn? Oh, not until after Alexander.
Yes.
Yeah, they both had ones.
Healer.
All right. Well, the war horse is going to go first.
Oh God!
I really feel that the war horses are in this one.
Don't kill me with the horse.
Absolutely kill her with the horse.
I swear to God, it's with advantage. A 10 plus what?
16.
A 16?
Yep.
A motherfucking 16?
Yep.
A 16 hits.
But it is advantage because she's prone, right?
It is advantage, so if you want to re-roll that to see if you
All
get
right, well,
a
16.
better than a 16, you hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
It's 2d6. 12.
12 points of damage. All right.
Please.
An incredibly powerful spellcaster is being killed by a warhorse.
Rip.
What does it look like?
I mean, at this point, I mean, the horse is just kind of pissed because Alexander is pissed, so the horse is pissed.
Right.
And this is the horse's charging hooves attack, or the trampling charge.
Yeah.
So the horse just rears up and says, you would almost swear the horse went smash, and then just right through.
Something else that happens to the as it's been moving around and trying to get you the blanket that you had wrapped around you, moving through this through the negative 10-degree weather out here with the wind, has also caught on the pommel, and so as it's riding, the cloak actually comes out like a cape as it continues to charge in, and it looks like a superhero coming down on Babala Saga as she is snuffed out.
Dead. All right. Does that mean the hut dies too?
Is she officially dead?
Yeah, she is officially dead. And the hut, as you look to the hut, hoping that it will crumble to the ground.
If it doesn't automatically die, then I'm obligated to remind you that it takes damage from spirit guardians
and moonbeam.
And Alexander still has his turn.
Second attack. Yes. Okay. Everybody, go ahead and beat up on my fucking hut. Where is my?
Oops, moonbeam got dropped.
All right. So let me go ahead and
if Baba Lasaga's creeping hut were a fast food restaurant, what would it be called?
Why wouldn't it be Pizza Hut? I have that question.
I feel like it would literally be called like Baby Mama's Chicken Hut.
All right. We're going to go ahead and make our wisdom saving throw, our constitution saving throw. I failed the constitution saving throw that I have fucking +9 for. Good.
But do you want Alexander to swing on the walking shit box?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure do.
Okay.
I want Alexander to swing away. A 20 hits. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yo, smite it.
Woof.
A 11 does not hit. And you missed your opportunity for a smite to be added.
I did. I know. It's fine.
But if you feel better, the hut took, at the beginning of its turn, 11 points of damage. And I believe it also took the Spirit Guardian damage as well.
Half
which was only half? 15?
Yeah, so 6. Oh, you got a 15? So you take full damage. 12 damage.
12. Okay. And it has finally become bloodied, but it is also super pissed. And it is going to target Dow. And it is going to, well, bam. Hit him. Hit? No?
Oh, shit. A 20? A 20? What is this, amateur hour? No, it does not hit.
A 31.
I'm dead.
and
wait, so I have Death Ward on.
Yes, you do. So it hits you.
You're gonna have to kill me.
You go and you go unconscious. It and you start to fall, and it tries to hit you again. It misses, and then your 1 hit point activates, and then you hit the snow. It does not do any damage. It did not do any damage to Baba Lysaga. The 30-foot drop into the soft, powdery snow. But it suddenly did get. Wait. I have a question. Did it have advantage on you when you fell prone?
It doesn't. He doesn't fall prone. It said he instead of dropping to 0, he drops to 1.
Yeah, I just dropped to 1. I think you had me artistically fall prone in your narrative, but
yes, but not mechanically.
Fall prone.
Nope. Got it. All right, so the party is still mostly up. Bruise is missing and has been taken by the scorned Vistani woman who could not have Strahd as a bride, could not be Strahd's bride, so has opted in to be her sister, his sister, and is being taken across the.
This was the handmaiden lady that helped Irina do her hair, do her disguise.
That was Anastasia. That was one of Strahd's brides, and is also in link with Baba Lysaga. So
but that wasn't this lady.
But that wasn't this lady. This lady is the Vistani chick that was spying on you in the village of Barovia, and the one that was at the Vistani camp, getting uppity, and the one that was in the village of Valaki that was hanging around though with Anna,
right?
Irina's very best friend. So there are connections in that way, but she seems to be displaying abilities that she has not displayed before.
Right.
Considering it seems like she would have turned invisible in order to spy on you, and she was not invisible.
Yeah.
At that time.
So more importantly, I think the question on everybody's mind is, do we level up?
You have not recovered the stone. And you have not recovered the amulet of Raven.
It's just chicken walking right in front of us, right?
That chicken walking right in front of you is what you need to defeat in order to get that stone.
And I'm at 1 health.
You are at 1 health.
I'm laying in the snow at 1 health, just going. Y'all, I think I might lay here.
And
really quick, I have a question for you, Dad.
Yeah, go ahead.
How old do you think that you are?
44.
Okay, wrong.
Am I 45 now?
You are, because I was trying to add up. I was like, how is it younger than me? Either he doesn't know how old I am, or he doesn't know how old he is.
Oh no, it's the rock.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
No.
All right. And that is where we will end tonight's session and rejoin in 2 weeks' time.
Oh my goodness.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Not next week. The week after.
Oh, okay.
That's 2 weeks. That's 14
It just
days.
sounds so much longer than being like.
Yeah.
We play bi-weekly.
Yeah, it's been
every 2 weeks. That just seems like so much longer.
I'm sorry. It is a long time. All right. Thank you very much.
Nice to see everybody.
Yeah, it is nice to see.
No. Get that off the map.